Have you ever seen a wholesaling contract and thought, what does any of this even mean? You are not alone. Most beginners freak out thinking contracts are going to trap them into buying land or properties they cannot afford. But I have closed over 400 deals, and I will tell you right now, contracts are your protection, not your problem. In this video, I'm going to break it all down as simple as possible. By the end, you will understand exactly how to wholesale land legally without risking a dollar of your own money. Let's go. So to wholesale land, you only need two documents, a purchase and sale agreement and an assignment of contract. The purchase and sale agreement is for you and the seller. The assignment of contract is for you and the buyer. That is it. Now, let me explain what each one does. The purchase and sale agreement is between you and the owner of the property. You are agreeing to buy the property at a specific price. But here's the key. Here is the catch. You don't actually have to buy the land. Why? Because of something called an assignment clause, which we will talk about in a second. Now, the assignment contract is between you and the end buyer, usually a builder or a developer. All it does is transfer your right to buy the property over to them in exchange for a fee. That fee is your profit. You never buy the land, you just get paid for putting the deal together. Most people get overwhelmed because they don't know what matters. Now, let me show you the only parts of the purchase and sale agreement that really matter. The purchase price, this is the price that you and the seller agree upon. Very simple. The earnest money deposit, this is your skin in the game. It is usually a $1,000 deposit, which you'll have on the contract, but don't overthink it. You are not making that deposit. The end buyer makes the deposit. I've never done it. Also, the closing date, you're gonna give yourself 30 to 45 days to close. That gives you enough time to find a buyer. Also, your inspection period, this is your get out of jail free card. As long as you are in the inspection period, you can cancel the deal with no penalties. And lastly, an attorney review clause. This lets the seller run it by their lawyer. It also reduces the pressure and makes it easier to get contracts signed. Everything else in the contract, it's just fluff. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to open my screen. I'm going to show you the contract. I'm going to explain it to you again very simply. The purchase and sale contract between you and the seller. Okay, so now I have my screen pulled up here. This is the exact contract I use between me and between sellers. It's not a secret contract. Yes, I had it written by an attorney where the terms inside of the contract are the way I want them. But as you can see right here, okay, it is just a purchase and sale contract. It's literally one page. What does that mean? Well, when you send it to a seller, they're gonna sign it right away. They're not gonna be scared. So first things first, your company name will be right here, all right? You're offering to purchase, and here's the key, and or assign. That means you can assign the contract, you can flip the contract, they never even see this part. And then the address of the property goes right here, the parcel ID, the legal description, the purchase price is to go right here. Now, here's the key. Here's when you can just cancel a deal with no consequences. Let's say you just couldn't find a buyer. This part right here, section 2B, all right? If the property does not pass inspection standards during the feasibility study or any unknown defaults, the buyer shall be released from further obligation under this contract. I typically will put a 30-day feasibility study. So essentially I have 30 days to find a buyer, and if I can't, I back out. And that's the great part about this. The name of the title company goes right here. Your earnest money goes right here. And also, this contract does not have a timeline for earnest money. So if the seller starts complaining, you can technically say, well, I can submit earnest money at any point in time during my 30-day due diligence period. And that's it. That buyer pays all the closing costs, seller just pays their taxes, and then you would put 45 days right here. So you have 30 days to cancel the contract and a total of 45 days to get it closed, which is more than enough time. And just signatures on the next page. That's the contract. That's the one I use. If you ask in the comments, can I get the contract? No, I cannot send you my attorney written contract, but this is how it's supposed to look. You see how it looks. All you got to do is type it up yourself. Now, let's talk about the assignment of contract. This is what you send to your buyer, the person actually buying the land. You fill in the same property info, the original contract date, your assignment fee. Technically, I leave mine blank. I just put the end purchase price. So if my contract with the seller is 20 grand and I'm making 10 grand, I just put 30 grand on the assignment of contract. So again, if you locked up the land at $10,000, the buyer agrees to $18,000, your fee is $8,000. You get paid at closing. You don't need to put any money into the deal. You're not fronting cash, no surprises. Now, both contracts, they get get sent to the title company. All right, the title company is like the referee. They make sure the seller actually owns the land, everyone signs what they are supposed to, and that you get paid your assignment fee. They also handle all the legal and paperwork stuff. You do not need a lawyer, just a solid title company that works with wholesalers, and almost all of them do. So a few quick tips, all right? Number one, always use a 30-day inspection period. It gives you time to cancel if you cannot find a buyer, and more than enough time to find a buyer. Number two, always put $1,000 for earnest money and make sure it's refundable during the inspection, which with this contract it is. Number three, show your buyer the purchase and sale agreement. It builds trust, no shady business. They know you have the property ready to go. Number four, use ChatGPT to simplify any legal wording. If a line confuses you, paste it into ChatGPT and tell them to explain this like I'm 12. Listen, wholesaling land isn't that hard. You don't need a license, you don't need money. You just need to understand the process and how the contracts work. The purchase agreement locks in your deal. The assignment passes it to the buyer and you pocket the difference. It's very simple. Now, if you want my actual contract templates that I use on every deal, purchase and sale, assignment of contract, I'm dropping them on my live training this Wednesday at 7 p.m. It is free to join the training. I will walk you through it all live. Plus, you will know how to get your first deal under contract in the next 14 days. Click the link, reserve your seat, and let's make your first land flip happen. So again, guys, that is another one right there. I'm gonna keep dropping the gems. Anything you want, I will make videos on, but like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want my next video to be, and it will be made.